Chicos, este es Staar Review 11. La número 1 tiene 3/8. Y esta fracción, first thing you should do would be divide. And if you do divide, you should get 375 thousandths. And the correct answer choice would be B. Number 2. First thing you do is a parentheses. And then let's bring everything else down. Second thing you do, the exponent, which is 16, and then we bring everything else down. Traemos para abajo todo lo demás. Lo que sigue, como las dos son multiplicaciones, lo primero, which is 28. Lo que sigue, la multiplicación otra vez, which next is multiplication. 28 minus 32. Now, when I'm subtracting a bigger number, KCO, 28 plus negative 32. Same sign or different signs? Different signs, what do we do? Subtract. And if I subtract, I have 4, and this one's bigger. Negative 4 would be my answer. Ahora, this is really good practice, chicos. But now let's check each one to see which one is in the answer choices. Esta es muy buena práctica, chicos, pero vamos a ver cuál de estas está en las respuestas. Esta, aquí está, 28. Ocho. Ahora, esta, 8 por 4 es 32. Entonces, 28 menos 32, esa también está. 28 minus 32 is also there. There you go. So, these two would be my answer choices. Number 3, 500K minus negative 150. This is the same thing, chicos. Same thing as doing KCO. And we do KCOs. 500K plus 150. So the opposite, we change this. Everything's good. See it fácil. La número 4, chicos. La número 4, what we have to do is we have to make sure each one of these is a decimal. Now, the ones that are not decimals, you divide to find the decimals. And once you do that, we're going to find that this is 5.375 and this is 5.75. Sir, but what do I do if this one has one decimal, this one has 3 decimals, and then this one has just 2 decimals? So what you can do is, well, since this one has 3, como ese tiene 3 decimales, agrega 2 ceros y agrega un 0 aquí. Now, if you add those zeros, every single decimal has 3, and you can actually compare which one's bigger and which one's smaller. Realmente podrán comparar cuál es más grande y cuál es más pequeño si tienen el mismo número de decimales. Greatest to least. El más grande, chicos, sería este de aquí y después el 5-6. Entonces, este de aquí y el 5-6. Papita. Easy. Number 5. Volume. Volume is going to be length times width times height. In the formula chart, these are big BH. And big B means length times width times height al final. So same thing. 6 times 2 is 12. And then just multiply by 1.3 and see what you get. Number 6. Michael works 9 hours and earns $360. If you know your math, when you divide, you should get 40. Ahí está. So, times 40 per hour work. Cada hora que trabajen son $40. Whichever table works for every single one, that's the answer. Para cual funcione el por 40, esa es la tabla que se va a usar y esa es la correcta. Bueno, 5 por 4 sería 20 y agregas el 0, 200. Do we have 200? No. 9 por 4 es 360, eso está bien. Pero 10 por 4 debe ser 400 y no 369. Eso está mal. 3 por 4 es 12 y agregas el 0, 120. 3 times 40 is 120, not 75. And this one's true. 2 times 4, 8, 16, 24, 32. With the zeros at the end. Yes. Okay. 7. Number of boys to girls, 3, 4. So our fraction is 3, 4. And the order in which they gave it to you, chicos, is very important. You have to respect that. Complete the table below to show the relationship between the number of boys and the number of girls at the school. So, they gave you 12, 18, 24. So, what you can do right away, do Wakanda forever. And once you do that, you'll be able to find it. Now, when you find that, you do Wakanda forever here, and this works this way. Papita. Easy. Now, what you can also do is, you can use this 3, 4. So, for example, this 3, 4 represents boys to girls, right? So, if you use the third number they gave you, which is 24, it'll give you 18. If you use the 12 they gave you, it'll give you whatever number goes here. If you use 48, it will give you whatever number goes here. So in this case, if we need number of girls, and this row particularly, we need to use 12. So 3 times 4, 12. So 4 times 4, that's the number of girls. So 16. One more time, let's use the fraction they gave us, boys to girls. And then, since we want this row now, 48 girls. I don't know this one, but I know 4 times 12 gives me 48. So 3 times 12 will give me 36, and that's the number of girls. Easy. And like I said, or you could use Wakanda forever right away. But since they're big numbers, it just depends on how well you understand this particular problem. 450, that's the total. 24, 100, easy. So 24% of them, had the silver membership. So here, we're gonna find how many silver members there are out of the 450. Now, when we find that, we're going to use it to know how many don't have a silver membership. But first, we have to find out how many do. So, we use Wakanda forever. 100 times 4.5 will give you 450. So 24 times 4.5 will give me the answer for how many silver members we have. That's 20, and then 16, 26, 28, and then that's 1,080 with 1 decimal point, so 108. 108 silver members, chicos. Now, if 24%, that's 24%. How many don't have a silver membership? Well, I need to subtract. And with that, 342 do not have silver or gold. Ahora, 342. Papita, easy. The area is 350. When they give you the area, chicos, you're going to work backwards. So you have the length, or in this case, the base. Base times height. It's the same thing. And then what you don't have is h. To leave h alone, or to find the answer, we leave it alone. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. And when we do that, we'll find what h is. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that should be what? Well, that's 4 over 100, 200, 300. So 14, right? And you can divide that normally, chicos. There's no problem there. What is the value of the expression shown? All of these, chicos, require something to know. For this one, we need Chico Dorito. For this one, we need Chico Dorito. So we have a positive and a negative. So the answer is going to be negative 15. We have a positive and a negative. So 4 times 7, negative 28, because of Chico Dorito. Then I just bring down the negative 10, and I'm adding everything. Now, the good thing about adding everything and that they're the same sign, all I have to do is literally just add them and keep the same sign. So these two first, negative 25 plus negative 28, negative 53. Boom. Amazing, chicos. I know. Kelly worked 18 and a half hours last week. Right away, 18.5. This we can work with, this we cannot. Okay? She earned $10.40 per hour. So instead of adding 10.40, 10.40, 10.40, 10.40, 10.40, 10.40, 18 times, or 18.5 times, that's why they invented multiplication. So multiply that, you get your answer. Hopefully you can. The distance between two cities, 14 miles, 412 yards. What is the total distance between the two cities in yards? So, what we must consider, chicos, we have to be familiar with how many yards in a mile. And in a mile is 1,070 yards. Ahora, we use that and we read the question one more time. The distance between two cities, 14 miles, 412 yards. What is the total distance between the two cities in yards? Entonces, a nosotros nos interesan las yardas. We are interested in yards, not miles. Esto yo no lo voy a usar. Entonces, vamos a convertir esto in yards first. So, times 14. Now, 1760 times 14. We get 24,640. Now, all we got to do, we add this that was already extra, that was already a bonus. Sumamos esta parte, chicos. 2, 5, 10, 5, 2. Aquí está. Papita, ¿verdad? I know. Which situation can be represented by the equation 12.25 as the total, and then you're multiplying by 4.5. So, Linda ran 4.5 miles. She ran each mile in 12.25 minutes. So this one's saying you multiply by 12.25, and this is the total. So they have it backwards. Lo tienen al revés. Linda ran a total of 12.25, okay. She ran 4.5 and the rest of the miles in the evening. So you're adding, no. Ran a total of 12.25, that's true. 4.5 each hour, you're multiplying, yes. She ran 12.25 and 4.5. In total, you're adding, that's wrong. 14. Which inequality is true if k equals 2.6? So when we multiply 3 times 2.6, we get 5.2, if I'm not mistaken. Is 5.2 less than 7.1? Oh, wait. No. I thought I was multiplying by 2. Sorry. 2.6 times 3. Oh, that changes things. So that's 7.8. Is 7.8 less than 7.1? No. 2.6 times 5. Let's check what that is. And that's 13. Is 13 bigger than 12.5? Yes. Which list of angle measures could be a triangle? So, triangle, un triángulo siempre tiene que sumar a 180 grados. So, the angles, chicos, los ángulos. Cuando tú los sumes, tienes que sacar 180 when you add it. So, you add all of these. Van a sumar todos estos, chicos, y van a checar cuál les da 180. 180. Y esto va a ser demasiado. This is going to be way too much. This is going to be... If this is 90, then this should be 90, so that it could be 180, right? But this is 7, this is 97, so this is not my answer. A ver, vamos a ver. So 92, 63, that's 5, that's 15. You add another 5, 60, 180. This